Midges include any of the order Diptera. Of course, when we're fishing, we're trying to imitate an aquatic pupating form. So the Diptera, which are all the flies, other than not the caddis flies or the stone flies, but they're imitating flies that hatch in the water and have their larval and pupa forms in the water. So this is a midge pupa imitation. The difference between this and the larva imitation is that this has a wing casing. So I am tying it on an 18 scud emerger hook. This is a 1x heavy, 1x short, wide gape, and it has the up eye on it. I find it a little easier to tie onto that, but this fly, anything from 18 to 24 is the recommended size. And Fling and Puterbaugh, again, are not about imitating a pattern, but about imitating nature. And so I'm going to be using the center fiber, or the center from a tan hackle feather wrapped for the body. I'm going to be using a little bit of pheasant tail feather for the wing casing. I'm going to be using brown dubbing for the thorax, and I've taken a piece of partridge and cut it to use for the legs in the front. I already have my base of tan thread down, and again, Fling and Puterbaugh are insistent that we're not imitating a pattern, but that we're imitating the insect, and so choose colors that match the local hatch. They also tie this fly with white floss and a gold wire rib. I like the look of the hackle stem. It gives a really nice segmented look. If I can wrap it, touching wraps up to about halfway point. I need to make sure that I leave plenty of room for the thorax and for the front legs. And when I tie this stem in, starting at the tip of the feather, then as the stem gets thicker, it creates a little bit of a taper in the body. There are a number of things that can be used for the wing casing. I'm using pheasant. You can use turkey, you can use duck, you can use goose. So the wing casing will fold over to the front. A little bit of, and it really doesn't take very much dubbing. This is probably too much. Nice little skinny noodle. Just want a little bit of thorax up here on the front half of this hook underneath of that wing casing. Yeah, it's probably way too much. See if I can pull some of that out. Bring that pheasant tail up over the top. Tie that in. Pinch wrap seems to work fairly well to do that. If I can get around the front of the hook, or behind the eye of the hook, there we go. Okay, bring that. Yeah, really kind of crowded that eye. Snip off the casing. Now I'm going to take this partridge that I've cut into a V. I'm going to just set it down. Put that V on each side of the hook and try to pinch that in. And I don't want it very long. Down about to the hook gap is about all I want. But I want feathers on both sides. You can also turn the hook upside down. And little hooks and big fingers. Oh, that didn't work. Try that again. Okay. Try to pull those down. They're supposed to imitate the emerging legs. And it looks like we're going to have a little bit of cleanup, but that's kind of the process. Get those to turn down. Guess that's more for the look than the fishability. And we'll do a whip finish and some head cement on both the knot and the wing casing. And that's a Diptera or Midge Pupa imitation.